It's the most wonderful time of the year. Day 31. Day 31 of the road to pro MMA and bodybuilding. Freaking stoked! Because after this very light, the lightest leg workout that I have ever done, we are going to go to our first Muay Thai. It's not my first Muay Thai class ever, but it's my first Muay Thai class at this location. So I'm really stoked. Right off rip, that means that I'm not sure what I'm going to be able to film. I'm going to do my best to film as much of it as possible. I just don't know. I don't know what the vibe is going to be. I do need to double check with the coach that he's okay with that. The gym said they make plenty of content on their own, so they are okay with it, but that I should check individually, which makes sense. But yeah, so I was kind of freaking out last night because I was supposed to do boxing this morning, but for the life of me, I can't find my boxing gloves at my house. We literally were doing a full clean out day yesterday, and I still did not find them. I don't get it. I've never moved them. I know that everyone says that, but genuinely, they're always either in my office or in my car because I've just done a session. So I have no idea where they are. I am probably, today, since I still haven't found them, I'm just going to buy some new ones. Luckily at the gym, and I should have called them yesterday because I would have known and I could have done boxing this morning. But they said that they have plenty of extra gloves there that they're totally okay with me using. And since it's Muay Thai, I should theoretically be okay to just use my MMA gloves, but it'll depend on if we do sparring as well, which I don't know if we will. I don't know the teaching style. It's taught differently wherever you go. So yeah, today we are going to hit a very light leg day, and I really do mean light. We are not even going to we're not going to hit hamstring curls because my hamstrings are still really feeling weak right now. Honestly, my legs as a whole don't feel great, which is not good going into Muay Thai, but it is leg day and I'm still a bodybuilder. So you gotta do what you gotta do. So we are going to hit legs. It's going to be very light. We're going to do leg extensions. We're going to do leg press. We're going to do calf raises. And that honestly might be it. So yeah, let's hop into it. Going for nice, slow, and controlled reps on this. I like those, but the way that the cushion digs into your upper, or I guess your lower thighs, your upper knee, makes that hard because like my calves could handle that weight, but that really dug into my legs. Kind of doesn't feel great, but that's that, I guess. All right, well, that wraps up the lift. I will be leaving in about 45-ish minutes to head up to Fight Shop to do some Muay Thai. Now, I have a get-together that I'm hosting later this evening, so usually tonight I would also have Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, which starts right after Muay Thai, but not tonight. Tonight I'm gonna have to head out right when we get done with Muay Thai, which is fine. You know, it's probably good that I get a staggered introduction. You know, I'm chill with that. I don't need it all at once. Because, you know, this month of December, it really is, you know, I'm viewing it as kind of my trial month there, where I'm gonna try all the classes that I'd be doing, see which ones are beneficial enough to fit into my regular schedule. And then January is going to be where I begin the full implementation of that schedule. I really liked the place just from talking to them when I toured, and it looks like the right kind of place for me. It has everything that I need. So I have a feeling that it's going to be what I need. I would really be shocked if I ended up, you know, deciding that it wasn't the right place for me. So yeah, pretty stoked for that. Gonna get to make use of a lot of my new equipment, which is super exciting. So yeah, just this whole thing, this is gonna be fun. The one of the other Muay Thai classes that I took down in Florida, that was I guess it was the one other time where I took a class that was very specifically strictly Muay Thai. I've done some MMA classes where a lot of it was Muay Thai based, but the one other time I've done just a straight up Muay Thai class, I really liked it. I really, really liked it. It's super intense and it is super difficult. I am a little concerned. Part of it is just kind of, I felt like it would be funny for you guys to witness me doing a Muay Thai class after having just hit legs, because I know that a lot of it is their cardio is just elite. Their intensity is super high. Their range of motion is super high. Muay Thai is one of the most unbelievable martial arts that there are in the world. It really is such a valuable striking art. You know, I'm still at a very, very, very heavily beginner stage in every one of the martial arts, but of the ones I've tried so far, if I had to pick one that was the only striking based martial art I was going to train in, it would probably be Muay Thai, at least for my goals now as far as actual MMA goes, like fighting UFC style fights. And I don't think that's a hot take. I feel like most people would agree with that. But yeah, so anyway, I'm gonna go inside, I'm going to get changed, I'm gonna finish up my protein shake, make sure that I have all my equipment together, and then yeah, we're gonna go hit a Muay Thai class. All right, I am on my way to my first session of Muay Thai class. I've brought my big tripod so I can set it up. My literal only plan for tonight is to set it up discreetly in the corner and just try to position myself as close as I can. And then hopefully in editing, I can take it and like zoom in on where I am so that, you know, it doesn't just look like a big blob of people. I also have no idea the number of people who are going to be there tonight. I don't know if this is a big class, if this is going to be like 20 or 30 people. If it's going to be like medium size where it's still a group where it's like 10, or if it's literally just going to be 3 to 5 people. So I'm not sure exactly what the vibe is going to be. I'm obviously not going to be wearing a mic of any kind because I'm not wanting to get punched with a mic on, obviously. So anything that I have to say, I will either throw up as captions or I will add a little voiceover. But yeah, I'm super stoked. I'm excited to see what this is going to be. They said that every first-time person has to be a part of the fundamentals group. The last time that I did that, which was when I did the Muay Thai class, I did the fundamentals, and then they stopped me at the end and said, hey, our advanced group is going to start. If you want to, you'll be a little behind, but we feel like you can keep up. So I'm hoping that after the fundamentals, they say that they always have their first time people do the fundamental class so that the coaches can place them where they want. So I'm hoping, presumably, just that I wouldn't have to stay doing just the complete square, level 0, square 1 basics for too long. But then again, I also need to trust the process, and if that's what it takes for me to get where I need to be, then so be it. I'm coming into this with zero ego. The number one worst thing that I have seen people say consistently, that the people that they hate the most are the people who are beginners who come in with an ego. So I'm going to approach this as humble as possible. Wherever they think that I should be is where I'll go. And yeah, I'm just going to see what I can learn tonight. And what I'm going to try to do as well, depending on how I'm feeling, if I feel comfortable doing this, if it's the vibe, if they're comfortable with it, then at the end, I may go over to the bags and set up a more preferable for content angle and show you guys just the things that they taught that day, the things that they've worked on. My hope is that if I can possibly, if I do make some friends there, which I'm hoping to, that eventually I'll have some people who can regularly be a part of the vlogs and who can, when we start doing drills with partners, that at the end, when I give you guys a recap of what we learned, that I can do it with a partner. But yeah, so anyway, I'm going to stop rambling and we are going to go do some Muay Thai. Let's go get beat up. It's going to be fun. Here we go. Okay, so I was not able to film any of that just because I got there and the whole vibe, I just didn't know anybody. I didn't know where we were going to be. Now that I know, I think the next time I'm going to be able to, and that it's going to be fantastic. That's all I'm going to say here. I'm going to get changed, then I'm going to head to the car, and I'll give you guys the rundown of what we did tonight. You guys, that was so good. Oh my word, I'm so glad that I'm doing this, bro. Oh, it felt good. And the guys there, wow, man, this was technically, like I said, this was their fundamental class. But they said that I'm welcome to join on all the other classes, which is, it's awesome. But like, oh, wow. So real quick, there are a few things. First of all, I'm sorry. I know I've been building up to this first day of doing stuff only to not really show you guys any footage of actually training. I felt that I did what I had to do and that I did what I should do. Just kind of, I'm the new guy. I didn't want to ask on my very first night, hey, can I set up my tripod in the corner of the training room so that I can film this? Once I feel a little more comfortable, I will. Because there was some stuff we did tonight that was super, super cool. Wow, just so much fun. There are a few things in life, a few situations in life where I feel that I'm really in my element. Like I really feel like I'm in a flow state. And even though I am a total beginner, like square one of this sport, it still feels like a flow state. Like I feel like every time the coaches are describing something, I feel like a sponge. Like I'm just absorbing all of this really, really cool knowledge that I wasn't aware of before. And it's so strategic. It's so like man, you can picture in your mind all you want. Oh, this is what I would do if someone threw a punch at me. But it's a whole other thing when someone actually throws a punch at you. You know, like tonight, it's funny, since I obviously am one of the new guys, the coaches kept telling some of my partners who I was working with, they were like, go lighter. And I kept, when the coach walked, I was like, no, hit harder. Because I was like, I don't care. Like, I am, in some senses, I am here to get beat up a little bit. Like, this is how I'm going to learn. Like, there was one thing that we were training where we were just learning combos. It was literally just combos, you know, working on combos. And they were talking about, you know, there's one movement that if I don't just drop my knees and get on a different level instead of just going low, that I leave my left side completely open for a right hook. And when they walked away, I told the guy, I said, hey, obviously don't lay me out on the ground, but if I make that mistake, give me a tap, like tap me with the right hook so that I get hit and I can actually experience this. And I think that's, I don't know, it's just really cool. Like this, and the guys were awesome. There was one guy in there tonight who was a pro, actually. And on the other nights, there are like 4 or 5 other guys there who are pros, who have had lots of pro fights. So I'm going to be training with pros. This is a place that trains pros. I mean, you guys saw from the clip. I'll go ahead and overlay the clip right here as well of walking into the gym. I'll zoom in too. Like, they've got a lot of belts hung up in there. It's awesome. Like, this is a legit gym that I think is actually really going to support my goals. Like I told the guys, the coaches were talking with me just in general about kind of what I'm thinking and everything. And I told them, I was like, I really want to be competitive. I want to go pro with this. I want to do it. And they were like, okay, well, this is the place. So yeah, anyway, I think that tonight went really well. I got to know a couple of the people just a little bit. I got to train with pretty much each person who was there. There was one guy who I would say was probably in the same weight class as me. He was a little shorter and stockier, but not much shorter. I would say we were probably close to the same weight. There was one dude who was definitely in a lower weight class than me, but was taller than me, which was really interesting. There was one dude who was both shorter and in a smaller weight class. So I kind of got a bunch of different flavors. I got to, you know, see what it feels like just in various combinations, what it feels like from different people, which is cool. I think it's good. But yeah, so anyway, tonight we worked on several things. We worked on various blocking combos just for handling the 1, the 2, the 3, and the 4, as well as uppercuts. We did a couple combinations where we were throwing teeps and roundhouses. Although I think in Muay Thai, I don't know if they call it a roundhouse in Muay Thai, so might have just made a mistake there. Whatever, doesn't matter. You guys know what I'm talking about. Throwing those. Let's see, what else did we do? Okay, so here's something I wanted to talk about too. This is a big thing I wanted to talk about actually, is how I just off rip, how I think my bodybuilding training is going to change a little bit. One muscle group that I am going to train less. Shoulders. I am training shoulders less. Oh my word. So much. Like, the only part of me, to be perfectly honest, that's sore right now are my shoulders and my traps. Which, by the way, I don't think I'm ever doing traps ever again. Like, I genuinely don't think I'm gonna do shrugs ever again, except maybe on weeks when I'm not doing MMA stuff. Like, literally, because, I mean, you're constantly in this position. Like, I'm basically doing shrugs the whole time. And just throwing those punches constantly, especially the jab, I can tell right now that particularly front delts. Side delts, I'm going to still hit with a similar intensity. It's similar. It's still not even quite the same there. It's similar. But front delts, I have a feeling I'm going to drop to entirely just doing lighter weights for higher reps. I'm still going to try to build side delts a little more just because I don't feel... I mean, I do kind of if I flex them, but I feel like that might just be from my last push day. So I don't really think that my side delts feel that cooked, at least right now. Then again, tonight, the coaches also said tonight was a lighter night. Tonight was lighter because it's just working on combos. It's just drilling. Sometimes they do back work. Like, it's not, you know. So, I mean, who knows? It could very well end up being that I don't train shoulders at all like I used to. Meaning I don't train them like I used to. I still train them, not at all. Sorry. So yeah, I don't think I'm ever hitting traps again, except on weeks when I'm not doing MMA, maybe on vacations, things like that. I am training shoulders very, very differently. And then one thing that I think I am going to throw in that I am regularly going to do, maybe every day, honestly, is jump roping. I do have a jump rope. You want to talk about a humbling exercise? My word, jump ropes. Oh my goodness. It is so humbling because it looks so easy. It looks so easy. And it is just miserable. Your calves, they burn. Like it is just horrible. And then if you get off timing a little bit, you'll whip your toes. And when you're like me and you're not super used to them, you're not completely coordinated, so then you miss and then you have to restart and you look all clumsy. Man, it is such a humbling exercise. So I think I need to get better at it. I also know, I mean, every study that I've seen, jumping rope is such a fantastic exercise to do. It's so good. So eventually, what I see my morning routine being potentially as actually just straight up a morning routine is after I hit my cold plunge to immediately, just while I'm drip drying out there, to do rounds alternating of shadow boxing and jump roping. Because I think that would be a really quality thing to do, like out in the grass, you know, like getting out in the sun early morning and doing those things. I think that could be a really valuable thing for me to do. It'll help me be more coordinated. It'll be good cardio. It's good for waking up, get the blood pumping in the morning, helping heat the body up after cold plunge. I don't know. I'm still thinking it through. Not sure if that's exactly what I'm going to do, but I like the idea. So yeah, all that being said, this has been, I guess there's not much else I want to say. I could keep rambling and just keep saying the same thing about how awesome this is. But it was a great night. My arms don't hurt. I threw a lot of jabs tonight. I threw a lot of punches, period, but I threw a lot of jabs tonight, especially towards the end. And my bicep does not feel bad at all, despite having hit a pull day yesterday. Granted, it was a lighter pull day, but it was, I don't feel any strain. Don't feel any strain in my triceps. The only thing that feels sore, like almost as if I had a workout, is this whole region, my traps and my shoulders. I imagine my legs might a little bit tomorrow, especially since I hit both legs and Muay Thai today. But yeah, either way, it's great. Worked up an insane sweat, which is gross, but it's good. You know, it's such good cardio. Oh, it's fantastic cardio. So yeah, anyway, thank you for tuning in. Again, this has been day 31. I promise it's going to get a lot more exciting when I actually show the training. I actually really feel like a loser for not being able to get you guys any footage of that tonight. So I'm sorry. I know that doesn't follow through on some of the things that I was saying. But I'm going to start recording as soon as possible. And I do think I can set it up in a discreet way. So hopefully starting as soon as tomorrow. I don't know what my work schedule is, but I think I get off with enough time to stay up here and do Muay Thai again tomorrow. So yeah, stay tuned. We're going to keep at this, and there's going to be some actual footage coming soon. So yeah, tomorrow, light push day, Muay Thai, and maybe jiu-jitsu as well. I'll need to look at the schedule again. So yeah, if you're not already subscribed, please make sure to subscribe. If you're not already following me on Instagram @TheAestheticFighter, make sure to go follow me there. Thank you guys again. See ya.